getting started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Cardinals offense will have the football first. Look at the big picture for Louisville. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it?
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. To the air, it's Wilcox using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try to run. Runs for the tackle. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive...
And he takes it in for the score! Touchdown, Louisville!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time.
Okay, you'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's stopped after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bryant's his big tight end. He for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
To the air on second down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third down coming up after the completion. He's got his man. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag.
Turning it on! And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles!
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring mark. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. To throw, it's Wilcox. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He gets a block. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlock after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Wide open, it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Seminoles have it back up trying to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down from there.
Touchdown, Florida State. Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Burr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Throws to the tight end. He's open to the right. Out of bounds. Right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Working downfield on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll run play action. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Texas Tech. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Wilcox. Calls it in. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Winfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. Shoots his way for more. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for Ballard. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And it punted away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fine play action. Got his man in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Hands it off. Not a lot of room, and found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And it's incomplete on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fakes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he launches it for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, unfortunately. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute for some points on the board.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. They just keep firing. He's looking deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back, let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Finds the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Off the boot, looking for his man. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, no! They move on top here in the 4th. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll try the right side. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. The tag. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous and he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Quickly complete. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Give it to the back. Hard running there. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air, it's Wilcox. Rushes on him. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The give to the back. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. No for it. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he was trying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He makes a grab. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Here we go. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're